Hello everyone and welcome to FreeCAD tutorials. In this tutorial, we explain how to model a window or a door handle in FreeCAD. Here is the handle. Here you can actually place your hand. And over here are holes that can be used to mount this handle on the door or on the window. Note that this is a simplified design of the handle, and everything explained in this video tutorial can be generalized and can be improved to develop a more realistic model. There are several ways to model this handle. In this video tutorial, we are going to use this button over here, which is called additive loft. The material presented in this video tutorial is very important for people who want to improve their FreeCAD developing skills or to gain some new insights or new ideas for modeling. Consequently, this example is very instructive. So let's immediately start. Okay, let's start with modeling. Click on File and then click on New. Then click on Unnamed, then click on Part Design, then click on Create Body. Let's create our base. To create the base, you first need to click here to create the sketch, and over here select XY plane and click on OK. Now let us turn on the grid by clicking here, expand this grid menu and type here 5 to set the grid auto spacing. Then make sure that you click here and make sure that Snap to Grid and Snap to Objects is selected. Good. We can start with modeling. To model the base, we will start with a simple rectangle. Let me now minimize this. And to model the rectangle, click here and click on Centered Rectangle. Place the center at 0, 0 and draw an arbitrary rectangle. Later on, we will adjust the dimensions and do the right click. Let's constrain this sketch. Click here, then click over here, and then click here and set this to be 200. Then click here and set this to be 40. Okay, do the right click to exit and click on close. Next, let's extrude this sketch. Make sure that body is selected and click on the sketch and then click over here to extrude, and let's extrude this for, let's say, 7 millimeters and click on OK, and here we are. Later on, we will improve this base by adding fillets. However, for the time being, we will leave it as it is. The next step is to create the handle. To create a handle, we need to use this additive loft tool. To use this tool, we need to define 3 cross sections. We need to define the first cross section, which will lie on top of this surface. Then the second cross section will be here, and the third cross section will be again on this surface. So let's start with the first cross section. To do that, click over here on the top surface, and then click here to attach the sketch to this top surface. Then over here, activate the grid and set the grid spacing to 5. And press enter. Good. Let's continue. Let's define the first cross section. For that purpose, we will be using slot. So click on the slot, click here, and draw a simple slot. Over here, you can immediately constrain the dimensions, namely you can type 10 immediately here, then you can press enter, then over here you can set 0, click over here, make sure that this is equal to 0, and then over here as a width, you can actually specify here 10. And here notice one additional thing. We have some redundant constraints. To get rid of these redundant constraints, click here on 10 constraint and press delete to get rid of it. And now we are left with one constraint. To figure out what is this constraint, you can try to move it left and right, and you will see that the slot will be moved. So let's constrain the position of the slot. Click on this point, press and hold Control, click on this point, and then over here in the drop-down menu, click Constrain Horizontal Distance and specify 75, and press Enter. And now we have fully constrained our first slot. Good. Let's close this and let's define the second cross section. To define this second cross section, make sure that sketch 001 is selected. Then over here, find this button called datum plane and click on it. Then click on YZ plane. By doing so, we are creating a symmetry plane. And our second cross section will be placed on that symmetry plane. And click on OK. Next, select the datum plane and click over here to attach the sketch to this datum plane. The second cross section of our handle will be a circle. Consequently, click here, and draw the circle with the diameter of 20 and press enter. And here it is. Let's do the right click and that's it. Next, let's constrain the position of this circle. Click on this point and click on this point over here while pressing Ctrl, clicking on the second point, click here and click on constrain vertical distance and let's go with 60. And here we are. Good. Let's click on close and let's look how this thing looks in 3D. Perfect. And as the final step, we need to define a slot over here, which is identical to this slot. To do that, click again on this top plane and click on a new sketch to assign the sketch over here. Then activate the grid, set the grid spacing to 5, and let's create the second slot. Again, click on the slot, click somewhere over here, and start drawing. Let's first of all specify the length, should be 10. Then 180 should be this degree, and let's specify this width to be 10. And now again the problem appears. Do the right click, simply go here, click on the constraint 10 and delete it. Now again, we need to constrain the position. To constrain the position, click on this point, press and hold Control, then click on this point, then click over here and click on constrain horizontal distance and specify 75 and click on OK, and here it is. Now we have 3 cross sections. Let's look and let's analyze these 3 cross sections. Here's the first one, here's the second one, and here's the third one. And this is all we need to create our loft. To create the loft, you need to select the cross sections in the appropriate order. Since the loft will start from this cross section, this is the first sketch that we need to click. Then press and hold Control and click on sketch 2. That is, the loft will go through this cross section and it will end here, which means that you need to press and hold Control and select sketch 003. And then let's click here and the loft is created. Simple as that. Here you have several options. If you click here, you will get this shape, but we don't want this shape. We want to have a normal shape. That is the interpolated shape. And let's click on OK, and voila, here we are. Looks really, really good. Perfect. Now, what I observed immediately is that I want to move this handle, or basically the cross sections, a little bit toward inside, such that I have space over here for 2 supporting holes. To do that, you need to click here, and let's go on sketch 001, double click, and here comes the power of FreeCAD. Here you can modify the position by clicking here, and let's set the position to be, for example, 60, or better to say 70. So enter 70 here and press OK, and now we have changed this. Now if you close, you'll see that the sketch is updated. Let's do the same thing for sketch 003. So over here, double click, and let's do, for example, 70 over here. Let's click OK, and that's it. Let's now close this, and let's see what will happen. Perfect. The next step is to create the holes. To create the holes, let's rotate this geometry like this. And then let's attach the sketch to this surface. So click here, then click on this surface over here, and click on sketch to assign the sketch to this surface. Let's activate the grid. Let's set the grid spacing to 5, and let's continue. Let's place the first circle over here. To do that, click on a circle, create circle by center, and position the circle over here, and let's draw a circle. Let's constrain its distance from the center point, click here, then press and hold Control, click here, then over here, click and constrain horizontal distance and set to 90. The diameter currently doesn't matter since we will modify the diameter once we modify or once we create the hole. Let's now create the same thing over here. You can either mirror this, however, I will just quickly create another circle, place it here, select some radius, do the right click, then click here, press and hold Control, click here, then click here, constrain horizontal distance, and let's do 90 again. And that's it. Now we have two circles. Now we can close this, and then we can rotate this. Let's make sure that we select Sketch 004, and then let's click here to create a hole. And now here we can see that the holes are created, and we can modify the radius of this hole, these two holes. Let's keep it 8, and let's click on OK, and voila, here we are. Here's the first hole, and here's the second supporting hole. Next, let's modify this sketch. That is, let's make it nicer by adding fillets. However, to do that, let's first turn off this datum plane such that we have a nice. Let's start creating fillets. First of all, deselect everything. That is, click here and click on fillets, and let's start adding the edges. So click on this edge, click on this edge, let's rotate, let's click on this edge. Let's now rotate this further, let's click on this edge, and then let's click over here on this edge. Then let's rotate a little bit, let's try to click on this edge to see if we can. We can, let's click on this edge. Then let's click over here. No, we don't want this face, let's deselect the face. We just want edges, click on this edge, click on this edge, and let's click on this edge. And let's now adjust the fillet dimensions. We can go over here, for example, with 1, 2, for example, 3. We cannot get 3 since we have different surfaces, so let's go with 2, and that's it. Simple as that. Let's click on OK, and voila, here is our final design. Looks good. Next, we can change the appearance of this design. You can click on body, do the right click, and then you can set the appearance like this, or you can do this. You can do the right click, and then you can assign a random color. And here it is. Here's our handle. Okay, that's all for today, and thanks for watching.